Hey everybody, sorry I haven't done a review in a while. It's just I've been super busy, loaded with stuff, but here's a review today. Today I'm going to do a video review of Cheetor, Transmetal Cheetor. Now, Transmetal Cheetor in the show, well, he pretty much came about like this. This Cheetor was really beaten up about Optimus's death, and he kept slamming himself a bit because he wanted to be the one to do it, but Prime did it, and Cheetor was pretty much relegated to the role of get to your station and do this now. I think he was on Shield. No, Airazor was on Shields. I have no idea what Cheetor was doing, but he was hit with the wave. Why it didn't do that to everyone, I don't know. I really don't. Like, yeah, I don't understand why it didn't just affect Tigertron as well. Because, granted, Tigertron was a Cheetor repaint, but it would have been interesting if we didn't just get a repaint of this Cheetor, just a different mold. That would have been interesting. But he went from this, it looked like he was getting hit by stars, but his entire body turned white, and he said he's burning. The only thing that didn't really turn was his face. And all of a sudden, he wakes up, and this is what he looks like. He's resistant to energon damage, and his body is completely different. Just completely different. They morphed him into this. And this is what I believe Beast Machine should have been. Either that or more like the Transmetal 2s. Anyway, this is what he ended up looking like. Gold chrome, this odd teal color that's coming off more blue on the camera, and articulation that's actually pretty much the same. Rotation at the shoulder, in and out, bend at the elbow, rotation at the head, up and down at the head, forward and backward at the legs, and a bend at the knee, a pivot at the foot. It's only a 90-degree bend, and unlike the original Cheetor, who had the butt gun and the gut gun, this Cheetor has a unique weapon where it goes like this, puts both the heads together, and he fires blasts like that. It's actually, it shoots green energy blasts in the show, and I personally, as a person, attached myself, Cheetor, I felt Cheetor was like my age, and now that I'm older and I've watched Beast Wars again, I still feel that Cheetor is the character most people are going to attach to, unless you're older and you're watching the show. Anyway, Cheetor has a second weapon. He actually uses this quite a bit in quite a different few configurations. When he straightens it out, it hardens and turns into a solid, like, hook sword thing. Or he does use it as a pull-and-go whip, where it does stretch out and grab people. But like this, you can just snake it around and hook it in, and that way, pseudo weapon storage. But, oh yeah, he does have a waist swivel. So the only thing he actually shares with the original Cheetor is articulation, because the articulation is pretty much the same. Anyway, transformation. Rotate. Arms like this. Inward like that. Flip the head down as you're flipping the chest and head up. Take the backpack, flip that down over this, bring the legs down, fold up the legs, fold up the heel into the back of the legs, and then tail claw forward, plug that in, and for mine's loose here, so yeah, I don't know what to do to get that to stay. I've tried just going like that and like just putting it on the outside and just hooking it on, but it doesn't look right, so I guess you just have to deal with it. There we go. And again, we have more of this teal color, but it's only on his back legs, his feet, his tail, his paws, and the painted apps on his face. Now, he doesn't have a conventional mouth. He has, like 2 separate jaw pieces. Hold together, there we go. And his head sculpt is really nice. It does look like a cat, and there's only one thing that absolutely baffles me, and that's what these pieces are. I don't know what they're for. They don't clip onto anything. They look like they do. They just don't. It doesn't matter what mode they're in. They just don't clip in. Anyway, he does have arm motion because of his ball jointed elbows here, or head motion. Up and down. It can rotate, so we can do the what's going on, and he can't really rotate, turn side to side, but he can rotate a bit and go up and down. His legs, his front legs, can rotate all the way around, bend, and then the paw can move. His back legs can rotate, can straighten out completely, bend like that, pivot, and then again the waist can rotate. So we can get some pretty emoting poses. It's like, I'm coming to get you. Anyway, the Transmetals introduced a gimmick. Now, this is an actual gimmick, not spring-loaded or anything. Go like this, go like that. Pull the rocket engines out. And then there we have a flying cat. Like, Cheetor wasn't fast before being the fastest, aside from Air Razor and the Flyers. Well, he was the fastest out of all the land bots. And now he is, I think it said he is the fastest flyer. He's not very aerodynamic, and if you look here, well, you get to see his, there's his energon chip, and you can post the wings in a variety of different ways, straight out, but I prefer the wings full up and then the 2 little engines like that, and very Superman-esque. And then put the engines away like that. He is a fun toy. He is incredibly fun. Cheetor, out of all of them, is one of the few that get more than more than 2 forms. Like Rhinox, for example, only gets 1 form throughout the entire series. And no, I'm not counting Beast Machines. And Cheetor in Beast Wars alone, gets 3. He has the original Transmetal 1, and then Transmetal 2. And he's a pretty solid character in 2, but he's like a young adult now. Like, this one was a teenager, this one's a young adult, and he's much more mature, but he's still kind of cocky, but he can pretty much take on... There's only one Predacon he can't really take on, and that's Megs. So, yeah. He is a very suitable commander, he's very good at what he does, and he just grows throughout the series. And off and on, he does spark clashes with a fellow Maximal. Silverbolt. Stand, bird dog. They do clash a few times. When Silverbolt is confined to his quarters because he's got a thing for Black Arachnia, Cheetor is the one that is posted guard duty, and Silverbolt just punches him in the face, and it's quite comical because he goes, Cheetor, I'm sorry, and then just hits him, and then Cheetor's knocked out cold, and then Silverbolt leaves, and yeah, because he has a crush on Black Arachnia, who is his girlfriend. So yeah, but anyway, here is Transmetal Cheetor, and if you can find him, get him. He's a solid character. He's a solid toy. He's very important if you're going to be a completist or even just a mild fan of Beast Wars. Even Beast Wars haters, which I don't think there are any left. I think they're all extinct now. He's a solid toy. And yeah, I do recommend him. So this has been Decepticons, or not Decepticons Rule. To hell, whatever my name is. I'm so tired. I'm in a lot of pain. And yeah. Anyway, this has been me signing off, saying bye-bye, all that nifty stuff, and subscribe, comment, complain like most of the people on the internet. And yeah, see you guys later.